How are you feeling about tonight? Do you like these things?
Really excited we get to be in London. It's a really big event. I missed the Trick Awards last week because I ended up filming last minute, so I'm really excited to be here and do a little bit of star spotting.
So obviously Hollyoaks is battling it out with EastEnders and Emmerdale for Best Soap. How do you fancy Hollyoaks' chances? What sort of year do you think it's had?
It's a really tough competition. Obviously, Emmerdale won the National Television Award, which was massively deserved. You know, EastEnders is always great, but I feel like Hollyoaks, every single week we're out there pushing boundaries. We've had a great year once again. So we've just got good as chances ever. So yeah, I don't know.
Steve's had quite a year already. Doesn't look like it's going to get much better from what I've heard. What can you tell us?
So what's coming up next week is a big one. Unfortunately, Steve is going to lose Amy, who's got this massive history with. It's a big whodunit week, and who did do it? Nobody knows yet, but yeah, it's a massive week next week. I'm really proud of it. I feel like everybody came together. The acting is the best that I've seen. We literally, it's like blood, sweat and tears, bruises. It's a full-on emotional journey, and yeah, I think the outcome at the end of the week is going to shock everybody. Life's going to change forever for a lot of people.
Is Steve, how central is he to sort of what happens?
Well, obviously they've got a massive history. Like I said, they've got 12 years of history of being together, so he was always going to play a big part of the story. And I think, without giving anything away, he's definitely going to be in the mix. But like I said, it's a whodunit. I don't know.
Is there ever going to be any light at the end of the tunnel for him? He just as soon as he sort of looks like things are looking up.
Yeah, just when you think he's been pushed to the brink or like pushed over the edge has got a bit bigger and the drop is a bit bigger this time. But I feel like this is the most extreme of a situation that he's been in. I know he's handled quite a lot of stuff and came out looking rosy in the end, but this time I feel like the end is near without giving anything away. Yeah.
So, I mean, his love life, really complicated. This has always been complicated. When hasn't it been complicated? Yeah. Could we see happiness for Steve, finally?
I think with the episodes next week, I know it's a lot about Amy and stuff like that, but if we just saw the other week when James Sutton left, Steve and John Paul had a little bit of a dalliance again, so that's got to come out at some point. So the Steve and Harry story will be involved next week, which then leads on to other things, all about Amy again. It's really difficult to kind of say without giving anything away, but yeah, there's lots of Steve and Harry stuff next week, and again, it's all about Amy and saying goodbye to her, and it's the end of Ashley Nina Davis, which is really sad, and it was emotional to film, and it feels weird that she's not going to be there anymore, yeah.
What's your favourite memory of working with her?
I think my favourite memory and the bit that everybody remembers most is the cutting of the hair when I had to cut all her hair off, and it was like super long, and we only had one take to do it. And I was like, I'm going to mess it up. But yeah, I think that's the most special memory that we have together, because the one that everybody remembers and talks about.
Obviously, there's a real rivalry on screen between Steve and Ryan. What's it like working with Duncan?
I think it's just a bit surreal because it's Duncan James and everybody knows who he is, and being in school and listening to his music and stuff, and the fact that I'm now like stood in a room speaking to him or arguing with him or shouting or pushing him, I'm thinking, but he's Duncan from Blues. I think you'll never get past that. Even though he's learning his new craft now, which is acting, and coming over going, what does this mean? And am I doing this bit right? It's a bit surreal that he's coming to me for like bits of advice, but he's a really nice guy.
We do love Steve, if that's the correct word. We know he goes through a lot of torment. Are you going to stay with Hollyoaks for a little while longer?
It just depends how this story kind of pans out. Like, I've known for quite a while of what was going to happen, but we've done the beginning, we've done the middle, but we haven't done the ending yet, and nobody knows. And it's a bit of a cliche to say like, oh, you must know who killed her in the end. We genuinely don't know. So I think like the whole building is terrified at the moment because it could be anybody, which is the outcome. And I just hope, fingers crossed, that isn't me.